Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here. And a lot of you, in the wake of Dana White confirming to Brett Okamoto that indeed on January 18th, Conor McGregor will fight Donald Cerrone, were texting me or DMing me or posting at me and saying, "What now, Burmis? What now?" Well, let me tell you what now. Today, right now, well, it just turned 12 a.m. here, but December 10th last year, so a little over a year ago, this vicious, and I can't implement this enough. We're going to start with one quote of this, okay? One quote to start this thread that is shadow banned. By the way, in the very beginning, if you click on that link, you won't see this tweet. See this right here? The tweet right here? That's clearly where I started my thread. Look for it. You see what's going to happen is, if you're not logged in and you're not me, all the tweets that I'm about to reference are gone. They're gone. Why would that happen? What's so awful about the tweet that I'm going to read to you right now? Well, let's read it. But again, you can check for yourself. It's right in the live chat, folks. This article right here says, at the end of the day, there is no doubt that this young lady suffered a horrendous ordeal. The examinations, so there were forensic examinations, rape kit. I've seen people in the comments section saying that didn't happen. The examinations and all the evidence, not some, not the majority of, all the evidence shows that she was raped and very badly assaulted in that penthouse suite. So no doubt about it, raped and very badly assaulted in that penthouse suite. And remember, if you go down through the thread, and by the way, guys, we're gonna be interactive here with the live chat because we do the live chat replay. If you want that tweet, okay, and then I'm not even sure if the rest of that thread will be banned, but let's do it live. That's that tweet right there. Flick off. Thank you so much, man, because we're gonna get to a big deal. Because a lot of people still think that Conor's going to fight, but we're going to get to that in a second. So here we go. Let's go over here where we're not logged in. We're using the Edge browser here. We just copied that one. It's here. Let's see if the rest of the thread is there. Okay, so we have that. And then let's see, show more replies. They're there, right? Oh, wait, they're not there anymore. Huh. Look at that. So systemically, every link in that thread that has another piece of evidence is gone. That's how they control the narrative. But let me show you how they're not controlling the narrative. All right, Dana White, even when he was talking about this, let's look at his body language here. And by the way, they say they're going to give him a rematch.
With January 18th. Conor's obviously set that date, and we know that there's rumours knocking about that it will be Cowboy and Conor.
It's done.
It's a done deal.
That deal's done, yeah.
So that's going ahead January 18th.
That's happening January 18th here in Las Vegas.
Now, first of all, he doesn't seem very excited about it. Now, later on, he says he's going to get the rematch with Khabib if they both win their fights. That's somewhere in the works. He's not excited about this. There's been zero promotion for the fight. You can't buy tickets. And by the way, guys, let me show you what happens when you go to the T-Mobile Arena. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a big fight. They're trying to hype this up. It's actually a card I'm very excited to see this weekend. Okay? 100%. But let's go to events. What are upcoming events? Okay. All right, well, we're not there. Well, let's just see what the UFC events that are coming up are. Oh. Fight's 5 weeks out, guys. Fight's 5 weeks out. Now, here's the deal. One of the reasons that they may not be doing press is they don't want people like you out there. And I need you. And this is where we need to have a one-on-one conversation, guys. Wherever they might throw their first press conference, and believe me, they're going to delay them. They don't want an incident like in Russia where somebody asks them about the sexual assault allegations. Okay? They don't want something to get heated and somebody say the wrong thing. He's going to be limited in his speech, too. All right? And watch how unexcited Dana White is to announce this. Dana White didn't realize, man, he's not the dude anymore. Just so everybody understands that Dana's not the dude. WME, Ari Emanuel, They're bigger gangsters than the Fertittas, bro. So watch.
Fantastic. Regarding Habib and Tony, how close to
Fight's done. That fight's done. It's happening. And, you know, if Conor can get through Cowboy and if Habib can get through...
Look at him. He keeps looking down. He keeps blinking. He has to say this. Dana White has done as much as possible to avoid this issue because that's what his bosses are saying. Watch.
Tony, then we'd be looking at a rematch with Conor and Habib down the line here pretty soon.
Pretty soon. See, he must have blinked 42 times there. He keeps... Anybody does the body language thing, you tell me what you think about that. He's totally uncomfortable with it. He's totally uncomfortable with it. All right? Let me promise you that. This is Disney. This is WME Entertainment. All right? So let's look at the news. Just so everybody understands, the last thing we knew was mid-October. She had flatly rejected. Remember, this brutal assault happened over a year ago. We're going to go back to that in a minute. But that shadow ban thread, she flatly rejected over $1 million. This is just the first one. Remember, there was a second one a couple months back. Okay? So 5 weeks out, nobody can buy tickets. There hasn't been a press conference. There's no promo out. Maybe they're going to try to launch the promo this weekend at the fights. I'm sure that's what they're thinking they're going to do. But any press conference, we have to get out there and make sure that that sexual assault allegation and the facts that we're going to go through in a minute are exposed. Because right now, again, if you sort this by date, Irish sports stars, Conor McGregor, biting off more than he can chew. It's all this kiss-ass nonsense. And remember that PR about an illegitimate child? Listen, I don't care about illegitimate children. I care about violent beatings of rape of women. That's what I care about. And the cover-up of that. That's what matters. All right? So, truth be told, if you keep going back and back and back, you see how you're already a month ago with the Irish sports star. You have to go all the way here for this Yahoo Sports article. Now, to their credit, they bring up the sexual assault allegations, but they don't bring up anything to do with them. The high level of violence that was involved, that she was found battered and bruised. Here, I'm going to throw this one in there for you guys. Okay? Anybody can go check these out. This is the shadow ban thread. See, if you're not logged in, you can only get them one at a time by direct hyperlink. That's where we're at. If you want the tweet here, let's X this one out. We'll go together. Where the woman allegedly raped by Irish sports star was choked during ordeal, and there were clear marks of choking around the woman's neck. Shortly after the incident on Monday morning, the woman resisted and bit the man in question. I mean, these links are going to include where he showed up the next morning with his barrister, a.k.a. lawyer, and said it was consensual, guys. And when he did get arrested, he still said it was consensual. All right? My God. There, let's get rid of that one. Let's keep bringing it. Was left with bruising after the alleged attack, while there were also suggestions of bleeding. And oh yeah, not the first time he and his buddies had been accused of this before. So we're just laying them right down. They're in the chat, live for you guys. But once again, if you go to that original tweet, go to that original link I gave you, it's not there. None of this is there. Why is that? These are all, they're not even my opinion. They're not even my opinion. It's ridiculous. It shows the lengths the establishment will do to control the narrative so people can make money and retain their power and promote monsters like this. Okay? That's, yeah. Let's just get that one in there. Let's do this one. We're just going to line them right up so you can talk about the forensic evidence. One at a time, guys. All these were censored. Okay, you want to read those? These are the only two you can see in that original thread. So let's start sending them right over into the chat. Bam. Do you like censorship? Because we're going to read that Yahoo article. That's what's coming up next. Bam. But I think that this is important. Let's document it. As soon as that guy from TSN, one of the anchors from the sister network in Canada, the affiliate of ESPN, started tweeting these out. What happened? Let me tell you what happened. El Shadow Bano. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. El Shadow Bano. So I know everybody thinks he's fighting, but I guarantee you one outburst. You want to make a difference on the ground, this is how you do it, because otherwise you're going to get whitewashed nonsense like this. And this was at the end of November. This is almost 2 weeks old. The euphoria that would normally follow a surprise Thanksgiving Day announcement that Conor McGregor had signed to fight Donald Cerrone was mysteriously absent on Thursday when the UFC confirmed the news that the ex-featherweight and lightweight champion will return to meet Cowboy in the main event of the UFC 246 at T-Mobile on January 18th. See, even they noticed that. Lack of promotion, the whole deal. You can't go to Twitter from those links? Really? They're all Twitter links, MF Doom. I don't know why you couldn't be able to. It's weird. I just put like 5 or 6 links in there. I hope they're not hiding them. I mean, this is my channel. I can't share links with people on Twitter. It's ridiculous. Well, anyway, there were some complaints that McGregor will fight Cerrone instead of your choice. Khabib, who cares? You shouldn't get him. Tony, no. Justin would kill him. Jorge would murder him. Nate beat him twice, really. Or Dustin Poirier. Poirier has a win over, but at 155 or 170, I don't think he has a chance. And would also do it at welterweight instead of at lightweight. Yes, he's going to fight at 170, but who cares? He's not fighting at all. We have to make it our mission not to allow this man to make money. You get it? Others are thrilled with Cerrone as the opponent because they see him as on the backside of the career, having lost 2 in a row while taking significant punishment throughout his legendary career. That's right. So they're saying if McGregor can get a guy who lost his last 2 fights, he gets a title shot after he got dominated years ago. He hasn't fought in years. It's sad because it makes the UFC less relevant as an actual sport and more as a show. Those, though, are the usual debates that occur when any fight gets made. There are thousands of would-be matchmakers making their opinions heard on social media. But it's just louder because McGregor is the biggest star in the history of the sport and one of the biggest stars in sports, period. And that's why he's being protected. Then there are those who are outraged by McGregor's recent behavior, which, to be kind, has been frequently repugnant. Okay, good shot. One shot you got in there. The most notable was his 2018 attack on the bus in Brooklyn. Notable maybe because that's what the media hyped up because of the violence and then the UFC used in their promos. Sure. But he also smashed a fan's cell phone when the man took a photo of him, punched a man seated in a bar who declined a shot of his whiskey, and scores of traffic violations. Forget about the traffic violations. Talk about the assault allegations and the assault convictions and the fact that the punching the guy in the face was his 19th conviction in Ireland. Most troubling, though, are the allegations of sexual assault that have been levied against him. But you don't want to talk about all the things I just put out there for you. The high level of violence, did it in front of other people, the forensic examinations, the eyewitness accounts, the fact that Ruth Coppinger got on the Parliament floor and alluded to it. Props to you, Ruth. The New York Times, who cares about the fucking New York Times? They were behind the game. In March, I guess it was late March then because I thought it was in April, but I'd been talking about it since January. New York Times reported in March McGregor is under investigation by Irish authorities for a sexual assault. Really? He was questioned by Irish police for that in January, but no official reason. Well, no official reason was given. So as to comply with Irish law, we don't know if he was a witness or the target of the investigation. Bullshit upon bullshit upon bullshit. That's what that is. That's bullshit. In those links, period. We all know Let's stop with that nonsense. Conor told the police it was consensual, or the Irish sports star. We know! We know! Stop pretending we don't know! It is understood that during the interview, the suspect, he's a suspect. Stop. Stop lying. The interview, the suspect admitted he had sex with the woman, claiming it was consensual. You know, the bloody woman, the beaten woman, the bruised woman, the woman who had been anally raped and had to have a tampon surgically removed from her cervix, according to the leaked WhatsApp text messages that everybody tried to tell me were fake. That? Come on. Stop it. Stop it, Yahoo. This is your establishment media. This is your washed up search engine that's trying to revamp itself. You get it? In October, the Times followed with a report quoting people familiar with the matter that McGregor was under investigation for a second sexual assault. He hasn't been charged in connection with either of those cases, and in accordance with Irish law, he hasn't even been named. There have been whispers in the fight community going back to last December that a high-profile Irish sports star had been involved in some sort of an assault, but McGregor wasn't associated with that until the Times made its first report on March 26th. In what fucking universe was he not associated with that? I know I'm just a little guy. I'm a wee guy. But on a backup channel for We Are Change, we got like 20 to 40,000 hits on those videos. People knew. If I knew in January when I was doing those videos, Dana White knew, WME knew, Disney knew, and all your little overlords in the media, the control press, they knew too. Okay? New York Times, give me a break. McGregor became such an icon. The same day, by the way, that the press didn't focus on that. They focused on him saying he was retiring. We live in bizarro worlds. McGregor became such an iconic figure in the MMA because he was so fun, so real. He loved to fight and would do so anywhere versus anyone under just about any circumstance. All made up. He was never fun. He was never real. Okay? He wouldn't do anything. He wouldn't just fight anywhere under any circumstance. What are you talking about, man? Showing up even if he were injured or didn't have enough time to train. Bullshit. He had a great sense of humor and loved to shoot the breeze over a cold beer. The fuck is this guy talking about? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have got emotional on the second half of this video. But my God, that's the guy the world fell in love with and couldn't wait to watch fight every few months. He's a lot less appealing, though. And the jokes and the laughs end pretty quickly when he goes from a great fighter who loves beer to one who is alleged to have sexually assaulted multiple women. There are three possibilities here. The most chilling and disturbing is that McGregor committed one or both of the acts and sexually assaulted at least one of these women, if not both. Listen, I don't know enough about the details of the second case. I've gone over them to make a judgment. The first case is fucking cut and dry. Chilling and disturbing, it's way beyond that. The cover-up is as disturbing. The fact you wrote the article this way is that disturbing. The third is that the allegations are false. And the second is that something occurred between McGregor and the women, while distasteful, may have not risen to the level of sexual assault. Those two are jokes. Those two are jokes. They're ha-ha funny jokey jokes. Not true. If he is guilty of either or both of the sexual allegations, he deserves to spend time in jail. Yes, we can agree on that line, buddy. But whenever these cases arise involving high-profile people, whether they are athletes or politicians, celebrities of any stripe, opinions on what should occur are more extreme and positions are hardened. No, I'm with the evidence. Okay? What we should want to happen in these cases is for the truth to come out, which it has. In large part, it has, or I wouldn't be sitting here doing these videos. And justice to be done. Justice will be done. Have a press conference with him. See what happens. Burmese Brigade, I need you bad. Let's go. People need to go to that thing and make it known. You got to make it known. MMA media, you got a heart and soul, go out with a bang. Get a real story. All right? Oh, what we should want to happen in these cases is for the truth to come out. And I'm sorry about that. Just as much, though, we don't want him treated more harshly for that very reason. I'm not trying to treat anyone harshly. I mean, you beat the hell out of a woman, rape her, and then sodomize her on top of it. You know, yeah, no, I want you to go to prison. I don't care who you are. That's it. Given that he has not been charged in either assault case, there is no legal or even moral, this is the bullshit part. There is no legal or even moral or ethical grounds for him not to fight. Let's try to explain something here, guys. Let's say he beats this. Let's say they find a way to pay her off, or for some reason it doesn't go to trial. Trials don't make reality. And the reality is 100% this went down. I would dare them to sue me. Not that I have anything to be sued, but sue me for defamation. I would love discovery in this case. Can you imagine the discovery of the police reports that were filed, of the forensic evidence that was gathered? Whether or not I had that person as a witness, in this country I'm actually protected when it comes to those type of lawsuits. Can you imagine what a trial would look like of them saying defamation with me being able to access those documents? Or any witness, such as the police officers that filed those reports? Oh my God. Brian Telford, thank you so much. If Connor Cowboy actually happens, want to go cause a ruckus, my treat? I'll tell you what, Brian. You get at me at the Twitter DMs or my thing, and ruckus isn't going to be the word, bro. I'll tell you right now. Right, I might go on my own. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Like, this cannot happen. I want to know when the first press conference is. Someone's got to ask the real question. You know, I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous. Look how this is phrased. Moral or ethical grounds. Oh, there's plenty. He should never fight again. He should never fight again. He has the right to pursue a living. And fighting is one of the only ways he earns his living. Fuck out of here. And you know what? You saw it. Yeah. I mean, we're less okay with the fun when it turns to sexual assault. This is the softest piece of garbage. Propaganda nonsense I can't even do. Brian, so thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I really do appreciate it. Guys, once again, all the links are in there. You can see my shadow ban thread. We're going to look at it one more time. At the very top of the chat, in the very beginning of the video, this is it. It acts like there's no links there. You come back over here, and when I'm logged in, they all seem to be there. I had this thing pinned up, but it was useless because none of these tweets are even seen by anybody. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, come on. Shadow ban in a thread. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. So there it is, guys. You want to share it? Please do. I'm going to keep on this thing. This woman had a high level of violence. It's a rape involving a high level of violence. All the evidence, not some. So, thumbs the video up, sub and share. If you're new, please join the Burmese Brigade. We do it real style here. We talk a lot more than just that. I mean, hey, look at that. Looks like Weinstein cut a deal for $25 million. Another sexual predator gets away with it. Shocking. Yeah, oh, by the way, the video before this is the old Dershowitz. Yeah, looks like he's going to defend the president in the impeachment trial. A lot of that Epstein stuff just might go away. Seems like it's just going away. It's weird how the system works. It's the predator class against all of us, and if you want to support me, just the little guy, a guy who's not part of that predator class and hopefully going to oppose them on a large-scale level, please consider donating $5, $10, $15. It means the world to me. It keeps me up doing this 3 to 7 times a day, telling you the truth, not getting into partisan politics, and not compromising my morals and ethics, which you guys shouldn't either. So I need your help so bad on this one. We can't let it happen. This fight can never, ever, ever happen. Big ups to Flick Off and Brian for the super chats. I love everybody out there, by the way. Like I said, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the flip.